Our students and our faculty, they can tell you what our core values are. Academic excellence, student-centered, integrity in everything and anything we do, innovation, technology and research, diversity, community, giving back to the community. And those individuals that we honor, we like to think that they have the same core values. And if you look at the names of those individuals who have been honored during the last 20 years, you will see that James and Cathy Donnelly are equal to the challenge of their predecessors. And that's what the President's Award for Excellence in Community Service is all about at NSU.
James and I come from no affluence whatsoever. He was cutting grass at 12 and I was delivering newspapers in the cold, in the dark in Canada. That's how we met, actually. So we've been working our whole lives to get to where we are today.
You're shaped very much by your family, and my parents always insisted on us giving back. This country and this state and Broward County have given us so much, so we truly feel a responsibility and obligation to give back. And I give my wife, Cathy, of course, most of the credit for leading our philanthropic efforts. Cathy got going with the Boys and Girls Club, and that really got us looking at what the needs are in the community.
I stumbled into the Boys and Girls Club with my kids to volunteer one day, saw a big hole in their amazing programs they have, but there was no snack program. I thought, that's not right. And these poor kids stayed at the Boys and Girls Club till 6, 7 o'clock at night. Where's the food? And I'm very proud to say that today, through the volunteer efforts, they feed them a free nutritious snack and a hot supper every day. That's across the county. So I'm very proud of that.
The vehicle that we have for creating abundance that we can share is the Castle Group. And I've been blessed to have my best childhood friend, Craig Vaughn, who's our president, and my younger brother, Rob, who's our chief operating officer. And we've been partners for over 30 years.
Well, the whole Castle Group established something called CastleCares.
CastleCares really started in 2010. We had the horrific Haiti situation where they had the earthquake and they were devastated, and all of a sudden our teammates and our residents in our communities, they just mobilized. They were calling home office and it was coming to me, what do we do with it? Where do we send it? CastleCares started that day.
Castle Group repeatedly wins one of the best places to work in South Florida, and that's deliberate. We really didn't start CastleCares as a recruiting, but it's become part of our DNA. It's become a defining part of our culture. Now we have a month of caring. It started with a day of caring. We have 1,800 teammates, and they all want to do something.
Cathy and James Donnelly, since they moved into town from Canada, have really made quite a life of giving back to the community, being unsung heroes in multiple areas.
I joined the Broward Workshop approximately 10 years ago, and what attracted me to it was business for a better Broward. We literally are 100 business leaders who are trying to make a difference in the highest needs of the community. So I was asked to go on the board of the Community Foundation of Broward 5 years ago, and what makes Community Foundation unique is that they are raising endowed funds. Someone gives X dollars to the Community Foundation, and approximately 5% of that will go back into the community forever. I'm very excited about being chair this year and its long-term impact.
Well, I'm currently sitting as chair for the Children's Services Council. I've previously sat as chair for the Boys and Girls Club. And a lot of the work I do is outside of the office, so I'm not in the office every day, I'm out in the community. That's what I love to do. Personally, I'm very interested in mental health. I think we've got way too many children committing suicide. We've got way too many adults committing suicide, living with horrific anxiety, and we just have to start addressing that. So that's my mission for the future, is to focus there. Our homeless community, we've done great work in that area. There's so much more work to be done.
I volunteered to co-chair with Mike Jackson the Business Council on Homelessness in 2018. We were successful in finding places for all of the residents of the downtown encampment.
My proudest piece of all of that was there's so many homeless people, and maybe if we just spoke to them, we could figure out, what do you need? They were like, oh, someone's asking me what I need? That for sure touched both of our hearts.
I've been asked before, how did I get involved with Nova Southeastern University? I got a call one day, I think in 2014, to say that I had been awarded entry into the Hall of Fame of the Huizenga Business School. And ironically, I read Wayne Huizenga's book, The Making of Blockbuster, in 1995, and it very much shaped a lot of things I do. And when I was going to be honored by the Huizenga Business College, I'm like, yes, I would love that. So that started a relationship that's actually deeper than I think everyone knows.
He wanted to give back to the university to attract students and to retain students into the area of property management.
We were having trouble finding property managers for our industry. The Castle Group manages residential property across the state and in Texas. And so we said, well, what do we do about that? How do we create this pipeline? The answer was, let's go to the schools and see if they'll work with us. The agility of NSU under George's leadership to think that they would listen to us. And here we are, I think, in the 4th year of a minor in property management at the Huizenga Business College, and there are very few property management programs anywhere in the country. And then once a year they roll me out and we have a fun couple hours.
After seeing Mr. Donnelly speak, he and his staff convinced me wholeheartedly that property management was another great minor. And having his insight firsthand was an awesome experience. Great way to see how much he's truly devoted himself and his time to this program, as well as the students who are taking his minor here at NSU.
Through this property management minor, I've actually gotten so much exposure to property management that I've decided it is something that I want to pursue.
Every student gets a Castle Group scholarship. We also provide every student that needs one an internship.
I love NSU. I've got so many NSU stories. I love speaking to your entrepreneurial women particularly. I love when they ask questions, and a lot of students have asked me to mentor them, which is an honor. My son Chase got his master's at Nova Southeastern University's Oceanographic Center. He loved every minute of it. I just feel so proud of not only my son, but of Nova Southeastern University and the work that they've done.
Cathy and I plan on living the rest of our life in Broward County, and NSU is clearly, the university for Broward County, so we do see the relationship is going to be a very long one.
We love Broward County, so we want to invest in it, and I really think if you invest, it comes back to you.
If anything Cathy and I did, and even by receiving this award, could inspire anyone in the room or any next generation, especially the students. If students understand the concept of giving back from the beginning, that's how I started, and I think Cathy started. That's the way I was brought up.
Giving back to the community is something greater than ourselves. And James and Cathy are out building legacies one day at a time.